So, what's the best snack apart from protein bars? Well, first of all, I hate to break it to you, but protein bars are not a good snack. They're full of sugar, full of artificial sweeteners and shit. To be honest, if you're going to have a protein bar, I'd say just go ahead and have a normal chocolate bar because the amount of sugars and stuff in it, it's the same difference. So, I wouldn't recommend a protein bar for snack. I generally don't even put snacks in for my clients' meals. I want my guys to eat regular meals every 2 to 3 hours. So snacks is a way of just not gonna make them struggle to get their meals in. If I was gonna put a snack in, it'd be something like rice cakes, oat cakes with a bit of peanut butter or almond butter or something. Some almonds, boiled eggs, maybe like 200, 250 grams, a bit of Greek low-fat Greek yogurt with a bit of whey protein or something like that. That's a snack so I'd recommend. Do I have or work with a coach? No, I don't. I've always prepped myself for my own shows when I'm off season or prep. I prep a lot of guys for comps also. Reason being, I worked with a coach a long time ago, one of my very first shows, and I didn't feel it was working for me. Wasn't agreeing with the food I was given and stuff like that. And I've had a few friends that paid a lot of money for online coaches, and they pretty much got copy and paste bullshit. So for me, the more I've done my own preps over the years, the more I've learned about my body, what works, what doesn't work. And I'm a bit of a control freak. I like to be in control of what I do coming into a show. Whether coming into about the last 4 weeks, you do start overthinking things a little bit too much. It's always good to have another set of eyes on you, and that will sort of take some of the load off you. And I'll bounce ideas off of them about my food and what I should do coming closer into the comp. Everyone seems to have a coach these days. My nan has a coach, my dog has a coach, PTs have coaches have coaches, people that don't even compete have coaches. All I see is people tagging everything in on their coach on social media. Here's my breakfast, tag the coach. Here's my poo, thanks to my coach for this great poo. It for me. I'm someone who I live and breathe this stuff night and day. So I've taught myself over the years. I wanted to know about nutrition. I wanted to know about the drug part of it. I wanted to know about the supplementation side, the training side. For me, if you want to become a master of the game, you have to be a student of it first. You have to study and learn it. And so I love spending all the time learning about different things. You can never learn enough. So for me, I've never wanted or needed a coach because I learn every time more about myself, more about how to prep other people. So yeah, for that reason, and I feel that I know my body pretty well at this stage, and what I don't know I learn over time. So that's why I prep myself and work with myself. Is sustainant testosterone? So this is one that comes across up quite a lot. I have guys messaging me saying they want to do a course of sus and test. And yeah, testosterone is most definitely testosterone. It's a testosterone blend made up of 4 different tests of different length esters. You've got fast, medium, and slow esters. So yes, most definitely sustainant is a testosterone. Normally comes about 250 mgs per ml. I'd always advise, if anyone is running a blend with different esters, whether it be testosterone, tren, whatever, always work to the fastest ester, not the slowest. Some people work to the slowest, but you got to remember that fastest, like propionate, which is in sustainant, is out of your system after 2 days. So always work to the fastest ester, not the slowest, of any compound you use in as a blend. I get bad stomach pains and acid reflux when I train. Any ideas why? Depending on what type of pain, again, I'm not a doctor, so I couldn't advise. If you're getting the acid reflux, it would maybe suggest might be something you're having before you train that's not digesting well and doesn't agree with your body. I know someone who has similar issues, that they were having a protein shake mixed with milk, which is probably the worst thing you could have. Obviously whey and the milk. Some people obviously that doesn't agree with, but even the people it does agree with, it's probably not the thing you want to have before you're about to go and do some training. So look at what you're having, some sort of clean carbs, fast digest acting carbs. So I'd avoid any milk or whey or anything like that before you train. Rice, cream of rice for me works great. But yeah, probably it's going to be something you're eating. Make sure you're eating about an hour and a half before you train. Is fast oats and whey a good thing to have after training? Oats is and whey is a fine meal if you want to have after training. There are better options out there. Like I said, the key thing to have is have some clean, fast-acting carbs, straighten the system, replenish them glycogen levels, and some form of protein, obviously, to start aiding the muscle repair, muscle recovery. Everyone knows I'm a massive fan. Cream of rice and eggs. Fast, easy, digestible carbs. That'll work straight after training. Doesn't bloat you. It's an awesome product. And obviously then the egg whites again to cover the protein side. Again, sometimes people can have whey and stuff and bloat out. I'm not a big guy of powdered protein man. I'm a food guy. So yes, it's fine, but there are better options out there, like I've already spoke about before. Abs. How often do you train, and your opinion on abs to grow and shape? So in my off season, I don't train my abs directly. I'll train them indirectly with all the heavy compounds we do, like overhead press, chest press, deadlifts, rack pulls, squats, stuff like that. So when you're doing all them, you have a strong core anyway, and weekly we train like that. So coming into a prep, I will start training more directly, things like knee raises, leg raises, reverse crunches, planks, all that kind of stuff. I'm someone who I do have quite shallow abs, and to be perfectly honest, using things like growth hormone insulin throughout the years have made me a bit more blocky in my midsection. So it's something I have to really work hard. No matter how lean I get, my abs are quite shallow. It's just a genetic trait, so it's something that we do have to always really work hard on. But again, it comes down to conditioning, your body fat levels.